In this video, I'll be reviewing KenK1. The review will be split into 3 different categories: functionality, balancing, and overall quality. After discussing each category, I will give it a rating of 1 to 10, totaling up to a maximum of 30 points. Starting with functionality, KenK1 is very powerful and can be very quick, with quite the OP combo. And of course, outside of the combo, this is still a great weapon. The E move is a really good knockback, but it also gives you anti-grab for a short amount of time, or for the duration of the move. If a Taki were to try and grab you with R, and you had the reaction time to use E, you would stop their combo. The R is also a great move. It works basically the same as 13's Jason C, where you pick a point and you will lunge forward to that, or some variation of that, which is great for starting a combo just like this. And of course the F has a couple uses. Of course, being able to move very quickly allows you to get around the map really easily, especially if you're a low level and aren't accustomed to matching your keyboard to dash. This is a great alternative. And on top of that, it is very powerful for combos, being a very easy to hit, great combo starter. And of course, we can't forget Mode 2. Mode 2 dashes further and faster than a regular dash, making it quite quick. And you also have the ability to slide all of its moves, which makes it even faster, almost like KenK3 and PK put together. Now, the E move on its own does not do very much damage. It still does a significant amount of damage, but not very much in comparison to a lot of other moves. Although this does have very good range, you can hit opponents from quite far away with it, and it does have a short cooldown. But where this move really shines is when using the R. You can hit E immediately after to do significantly more damage. And as long as you're not too far away, you can still hit R really far away. Because if you did not know, R can go a short distance just like this, or instead, it can go a really long distance if you hold it down. This, combined with sliding, allows for a very quick, very long-range stun. And last, but certainly not least, is the F move, which heals 25% of your missing health. So, if you have a sliver of health left, it's going to heal around 25% of your total max health. But if you were at 50%, it would heal around 12.5% of your total max health, if that makes any sense. You can also slide this move, making it really useful for a quick escape. And what makes it even better is it also gives you iframe, so you can use this in a lot of ways. You could use this against a Taki trying to use ER on you, so if they're about to hit you, you can use F and they'll miss. Or if EdOK2 is using CF on you, right as they're about to land their F, you can just use this and completely block out all the damage. I'll rate functionality a 9 out of 10. It has 2 modes, very quick and very powerful in their own ways. For example, using Mode 1, a ranged weapon like Owl could easily predict where it's going to go and do tons of damage, whereas if you use the second mode, you're able to be much more unpredictable and can dodge much better. However, a mix of both modes is the best way to play this weapon. Next, we'll talk about balancing, such as anything that should be buffed or nerfed, or just changed generally. Now, without any deeper thought, having every single move be either a grab or a knockback seems kind of broken, which it is kind of broken because a super easy combo can deal a stupid amount of damage and can be continued really easily if your opponent is slow. However, I'm not going to say that I like the idea of every single move being extremely powerful like this. It isn't as OP as it seems. Let's start in reverse and talk about the F. The F move is a very powerful, very easy to hit combo starter. However, at the same time, it's also very easy to counter, one knockback, and you don't have to worry about it. The R move is a nice secondary combo starter, able to deal a lot of damage very quickly. However, once you press the button, you cannot change the direction, making it a bit more balanced than it would seem. The E move is quite special, not because of the knockback, but because of the anti-grab. As you know, this mode can't dash, making it quite a bit more predictable. However, using E as anti-grab, if you time it well, you can make up for being unable to dash, in the sense of dodging and being unpredictable. The click isn't too special, it's quite the good move, but has a pretty long cooldown to balance that. Mode 2 is definitely the most unbalanced. R and E are pretty good. I think a little bit too powerful. Maybe a slightly longer cooldown or slightly less damage because of its speed and quick usability. But that's not even why it's broken. Now F is where this gets really broken. You can instantly heal a stupid amount of health with, at most, half the cooldown of Insane Bite. And on top of that, this weapon can use Insane Bite. So, the amount of healing is just so annoying in a fight. And if you aren't very good at hitting someone, you can still heal and last a lot longer than you should. So, this definitely needs a higher cooldown or less healing. I rate balancing a 7 out of 10. Excluding the Mode 2F, this is a quite well-balanced weapon. However, it's just tipped over the edge from a good weapon to a little overpowered in some situations. Now, that would still be like an 8 or an 8.5, but lowering it to 7 is because of the Mode 2F, healing a stupid amount of health on top of being able to use Insane Bite, which I love the move. I love the idea. It's just very overpowered. And on to probably my favorite part, the quality of the weapon. Right away, I can tell this is the highest quality weapon we have ever seen. The model is amazing. The animations are incredible. I love the way changing modes works. There's 2 little attachment points, and then when you split apart the Kagane to go to the second mode, it twists around like this. I just think that looks amazing. And this is all just one model, animated together and apart. I just find that really, really cool. The animations for the moves as well are absolutely amazing. They're not the most impressive thing, but then again, they're still really, really well animated. But what I'm most excited about is the VFX for everything. The R move, I really like the little marker and the way it fades out. VFX are I'm really picky about VFX and how they look. And Alex has done an amazing job on this. And the F may not be new VFX, but the way it's used is just really, really cool. It's like the sort of anime run effects. I don't know what you'd call that. And Mode 2 is no exception to how good this weapon is. All the animations look amazing. I love how the E works. I love how the Kagane shoots out like that. It looks really good. The simple VFX, but still really cool looking and just absolutely perfect. The R I really like as well. I love that I'm pretty sure this is 2 animations, one for pulling the Kagane back and a second one for smashing into the ground, allowing for this to be just a tap move, or you can hold it down for even further distance. It's the same VFX for Niche Key1's F, but I believe bigger and faster. So I don't mind the reuse of VFX like that. I think it looks really nice and kind of fits with Ghoul's sort of style of VFX, and it looks really nice. And lastly, the F move. It has kind of flashy VFX, but not too flashy. It's a really good balance of that, and it's a new sort of style of VFX, really fitting to a new sort of move, which is healing. Now, healing, obviously excluding Noro, isn't found too often in Ghoul, aside from Insane Bite and using Rize, but that's kind of a secondary thing anyway, so Noro and this move, I believe, are the only things in the game that heal. I'm gonna have to give quality a 10 out of 10. It's by far the best thing we've seen in Ghoul. There's almost nothing bad to say about it. It just looks amazing, especially in comparison to some of the older things we have. So in total, KenK1 has received 26 out of 30. So Alex, if you're watching this, I hope to see more like this in the future. If you all enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you want to see more like this. I will see you all in the next video. Peace.